Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Durvidneyamanutvat devaischa vichikitsitam tyaktva putra vittadin vrinishvetyukta ahatam. Nachiketa had asked for this knowledge of the true I, Atma. Though he has posed the question in some different manner, not knowing what exactly the Swarupa of Atma, whether after death, is there someone who continues or that is the end of everything? About this there are different opinions. I would like to know exactly what the truth is. Now, Yamaraja, knowing what Nachiketa wants to know, he says, this Atma Jnana, this Brahma Jnana is very difficult to get. Durvidneyam, dukkhena vidnyatum shakyam. Not that it is impossible, but very difficult to gain. Even the Devas, the gods in the heavens, had lot of difficulty to ascertain and discover one Swarupa. So, in the past, Tai devaischa vichikitsitam, devaihi api samshayitam. They also had doubt about this, and as a result of which they had taken to investigation for a long time. They have, for example, you can see Indra's knowledge. You know how long he had to struggle? 101 years. Which 101 years? Not our 101 years. Our 101 years multiplied by 360. Because 101 Devas years. That means the years in the heaven, ordinary heaven, not Brahmaloka. There is another chronology there. Kala Paripana in Brahmaloka different. In the heaven, their 1 year is equal to our 360 years. Our 360 days equal to 1 day of the heaven. So like this, heavenly 101 years means you can imagine how much they had to struggle. That means he has to first, and that also Brahmaji taught him phase by phase. He taught something. And he had told, if you have not understood, tell me. He was under impression that I got the knowledge and he went away. Virochana also did the same thing at the first stage. On the way, because of little maturity and the Antakarana being little more prepared than Virochana, he could discover that what I have found is not correct. So he returned. Immediately when he returned, no teaching, another 30 years. So like that it went on. Finally he got the knowledge. So they had to struggle so much. And Indra, who is Indra? Devanam Adhipati, the king of the gods. So even he had to struggle. So therefore it says, Devaihi api vichikitsitam pura. Therefore what you do? Don't bother about this. I am here to fulfill any of your desires. Ask for that and be happy. Etat tyaktva. Etat tyaktva means this query about Atma Jnana, abandoning it, don't enter that way, don't insist on that knowledge, because I am bound to give you. Why? I have given a promise, a boon. This is the boon you are asking. I am obliged to, not obliged, I am bound by my words to give you, and if you insist, I have to. But better, don't insist on this. You can relieve me from my boon. Is it not that who has got the now capacity to relieve Yamaraja from this boon? Nachiketa has said, okay, instead of that, you give me this. So no, they say, et etat tyaktva, having given this, what do? Putra vittadin vrinishva. Opt for this. Please ask for this. Putra, progeny, children, vitta, then wealth, adi for power, empire, whatever you want. They say, ye kamaha durlabhaha martyaloke. On this earth, any sense enjoyment that is not available, all heavenly enjoyment you can ask for. I have got the capacity to give you all that you ask. So, that means Adi. Adi stands for any sense enjoyment, including the power, the entire empire of 3 worlds. I can make you putra vidanin tektva. But one condition, what is that? Don't ask for this knowledge. Tektva putra vittadin vrinishva. Please ask for that. Choose them. Opt for them. So, when Yamaraja tells whom? Tells Nachiketa like this, he knows what it is all about. He says, iti vrineshva iti uktaha iti yamena uktaha Nachiketaha. When so told by who? Nachiketa. What did he do? Tam aha, tam gurum, tam yamam. Unto Yamaraja, who is his guru now, so he aha. So yeah, Yamaraja is guru or not? Nachiketa has that means chosen Yamaraja as guru. But has Yamaraja accepted Nachiketa as Shishya? Till not. He has not accepted him till now. So, but of course he is certainly going to accept because he finds a very good student and he says, like you, can I have many such students? So that is a joy in imparting the knowledge to those who deserve it. So, therefore, but Nachiketa's part, he is the guru, tam aha, tam gurum yamam aha. He says, all these sense pleasures and enjoyment, I am not interested at all. You can keep them with you. Kathopanishad you find, tavaivavaha tava nritya gite. Chariots, damsels, all these you have given me, I am not interested. You please keep with you, but give me that knowledge which I have asked for. Now, why are you not interested in putra vittadi? Let us see now. Putradya nashvara klesha etavaschatha durgamam tattvam vaktum tvadrishonyaha nityatmaiva tvayochatam. Anvaya putradyaha nashvaraha kleshahetavascha atha durgamam tattvam vaktum twadrishaha anyaha na, add there adhyara asti, na iti atma eva sandhi breaking, na, add there asti iti atma eva tvaya uchyatam, iti atma eva tvaya uchyatam. Now see, though Nachiketa was young in age, he had all the maturity. He has analyzed the world in its right perspective. And he remarks about the world, putradyaha nashvaraha. All that you have offered, progeny, putra, children, wealth, power, possession, all amenities, all these are what? Nashvaraha. They are transitory in nature. They are destructible in nature. No one can ever hope to have them forever. No one can hope to have them forever. That is one aspect. But even their embodiment, is it forever? That itself is nashvara. So nowadays, no, youngsters, etc., suppose a person with great difficulty got a job. Hey, how is your job? Is it a permanent job or a temporary job? My dear sir, first you find out whether you are permanent on this world, in this world, or temporary. That is it. Are you permanent or temporary? All. Ayaram, Gayaram only. Here Yatayat service is there. Transport is called Yatayat. Coming and going, arrival, departure. Every movement by movement, if you take stock of in the entire world, all such coming, going on. So therefore, the embodiment itself is transitory in nature. What are you talking of? The possessions having them permanently for oneself, just impossible. Nashwaraha. Not only, okay, fine, accepted. All this wealth, progeny, name, fame, power, possession, they are transitory in nature. But so long as they are there, will I not get happiness? I will be happy. What to do? It is their nature, so therefore we should enjoy them. He says, not only that, klesha hetavaha. All these are hetu, the cause of klesha, affliction, sorrow. You may wonder, how is it? A son is born, joy or sorrow? Both. Because you are attending Vedanta classes, is it? How both? They say, Panchadashi nicely described. Son is not born, klesha. For the person is sorrowful. Son is born, temporarily happiness is there. But he is not keeping good health, klesha or not, affliction, sorrow or not. Okay, he is keeping good health, but dull, not good at all in education, doesn't learn at all, klesha. He is good, he is intelligent, very extra intelligent, but what? Short-lived. Problem. Again, no, short-lived, long-lived, very intelligent, doesn't get married at all. Affliction. He got married, then what? Kanta dasaha. You know, it's Kanta dasa. So, he's a slave of the wife, dances to the tune of the wife, doesn't care for the parents' affliction. Is it not? So, like that, one after the other, there is no end to that. You should read Panchadashi for this. So, one after the other, there is no end to all these. So, therefore, klesha. Putri also same thing, okay? Don't distinguish between that. So, all this thing. Vitta, earth, then wealth, earn difficulties, therefore problem. Having earned, protecting is difficult, therefore problem. Having protected, spending is what? Still difficult. And if lost in between, don't ask at all. So, all along nothing but klesha, klesha, klesha. You take anything in the world, even power, possession, etc. No, occupying, even 5 days occupying a chair nowadays is very difficult in politics. So therefore, how difficult it is. So like this, all transitory in nature, not only transitory, they give positive sorrows, klesha hetavaha. Therefore it says, atha. Atha means noun, not like here, atha means likewise. Likewise means like they are nashwara and kleta heshu. So therefore atha, likewise, durgamam tattvam vaktum tvadrashaha anyaha na iti. Another problem is there. What did you say now? Don't ask for atma dhyana. In return, what will I give you? Whatever that you ask for. I would have certainly accepted that. Now to get all these things from you and go to another teacher and get atma dhyana. दोनों काम होता था. Cent% materialism, cent% spiritualism, is it not? I can get all the things that you can give and go to some other master and ask for atma dhyana. But what did you say? Devaihi api vichikam pura. Even devas had great difficulty in gaining the knowledge. So, and you have got the knowledge. I won't find any other teacher like you to impart me the knowledge, and therefore I don't want to miss this chance. If there were any other teachers, I would have certainly gone to them and I could have encashed this boon for something else that you have offered to me. So therefore there is another problem is there. Not only putradhyaha, nashwaraha, klesha hetavaha. Even in gaining the atma dhyana, I may not get any other opportunity because such persons are very rare And even if they are there, there is no guarantee whether they will impart the knowledge or not. So therefore he says, Atha, likewise, other problem, difficulty is like this. Durgamam. So Durgamam means difficult to know. So gaining this knowledge is very difficult, and therefore that Durgamam Tattvam, this Tattva, the truth, the ultimate truth, the knowledge of oneself. So the reality of one myself, the Jagat and Ishvara. Say, look, me the individual, the world the total, and Ishvara the creator, Bhagavan or whatever, Paramatma Tattva, all have got one common underlying principle. Externally they may appear to be different, one not the same as the other, but underlying principle is one and the same, but that principle is Durgamam. Durgamam, very difficult to know. Even the masters who can impart this knowledge are very rare. So therefore that Durgamam Tattvam, Vaktum, to teach, Tvadrishaha Anyaha, a master equal to you, like you, Anyaha Nasti, there is none. You Devaihi api vichikitsam, Devaischa vichikitsam, you have told me. So therefore, like you, there is none. If they were there, I would have gone to them and encashed this boon for something else. Asti. Therefore it says, Atma eva tvaya uchyatam. May, that means may Atma alone be taught by you, means may you please teach me about Atma only, give me Atma Jnana. I am not opting for anything short of Atma Jnana. So now Yamaraja agrees to teach because he has tested, and the Nachiketa is a person who has got the right disposition. So therefore he says, now listen. Shruno priya hi priyam hitam cheti Purushairarthyate dvayam Priya putradayastvatma Hito dukkha vivarjitaha. There are two types of pursuits. Let us see Anvaya first. Shunu priyam hitam cha iti dvayam purushai. Shunu priyam hitam cha iti dvayam purushaihi arthyate. Putradayaha priyaha dukkha vivarjitaha atma tu hitaha. There sandhi breaking, putradayaha tu atma has become putradayastvatma. Putradayaha priyaha dukkha vivarjitaha atma. Two things are sought after by all the individuals. In life, these things are sought after. What are those? Shunu, please listen, Nachiketa. Priyam hitam cha iti dvayam. These two. One is priya, pleasing. Other is hitam, the good. Other is also called as abhyudaya nishreyasam. Abhyudaya. So what is abhyudaya? Vishayabhimukkhena udayaha. Whatever joy that is born out of sense objects and sense, that means sense contact. Vishayabhimukkhena. By interaction with the Vishayas, the sense object, with the sense organs and organs of action, whatever joy is born, Vishayabhimukkhena udayaha. All sense pleasures come under this category. That is actually priyam, pleasing. Everyone falls for that because instant pleasure. Then and there you have got some sense tickling, some joy you have got. Other one is hitam, the lasting good. May not be pleasing in the beginning, but finally it is the one which gives that means the everlasting happiness, everlasting peace, freedom from samsara. Hitam, what it is called? Nishreyasam. Nitya nirapekshaha shreyaha. Shreya, the good. What type of good it is? Nitya, all the time it is there. Nirapeksha, independent of everything. See, any pleasure that we command are dependent on many factors. First thing, what is required? Healthy body. Number 2, a sound mind. Number 3, the sense objects. So these are necessary. Without that you can't, at any time you can't get the happiness out of sense contact. So therefore he says, now these 3 are very difficult because they always are bound to change. So therefore he says, now this is not that way. Nirapeksha, independent of everything, Nitya, all along one and the same. So that Shreya is nothing but moksha, that is abidance in the true nature of oneself. Swaswarupena avasthanam moksha. Abidance in one's own swarupa. Abidance of what? Abidance of the mind in appreciation of one's true nature. That itself is moksha. Don't think moksha means something like, no, after death you will go to heaven. Some aristocratic colonies called moksha. Not that. So moksha is abidance of the mind in our true nature. If it is abidance of the mind in our true nature, how far your true nature is from you? How far the true nature is from you? How far? Then why don't you know? Some obstruction is there. Some hindrance is there in not knowing what our swarupa is. That hindrance is because of ignorance and the consequent erroneous notions about oneself, about the world, and the wrong evaluation of the sense objects in the world. So from that standpoint, it says that obstruction has to be removed. So therefore, saswarupena avasthanam moksha. So swatma swarupena avasthanam moksha. Abidance of the mind in the cognition of one's own true nature, a direct cognition. That is what moksha is. So that is hitam. So priyam hitam cha iti dvayam purushaihi arthyati. These 2 goals are sought after by the individuals in the world. This is what people seek, depending on the maturity, not at all. Or but a given person in course of time, having got the maturity, first everyone without exception runs after the priya. But those who have got little maturity, they inquire and know that in right perspective what the objects in the world can give us, and they are not being interested, they inquire into one swarupa, the hita. Yes, dvayam. Now what is priya? What is hita? He defines. Putradayaha priyaha. Putra, vitta, all these sense pleasure, sense objects, beings and events of our liking, of our desire, they fall in the category of priya, the pleasing, shreya and priya, that is used in the Kathopanishad, anya shreyaha, anya dutaiva priyaha. Every person is faced with these 2, shreya and priya. The priya is called here as the priyam and shreya as hitam. So therefore, so priyam, that is putradayaha priyaha. Because this putra, vitta, all these give immediate pleasure. To begin with, something is there, priyaha. Whereas dukkha vivarjitaha atma tu hitaha. Atma tu to show the contrast with the priya putradayaha. Atma tu hitaha, but not simply atma said there. There is an adjective there. Dukkha vivarjitaha atma. Atma, who is totally free from dukkha, that is the one which is hita. That means, does it mean if this adjective is used, what adjective is that? Dukkha vivarjitaha atma. Does it mean, is there a atma, dukkha sahitaha atma? Dukkha vivarjitaha is one who is free from dukkha. Now when you have used this adjective, the atma which is free from dukkha means there must be atma who is accompanied by dukkha. Dukkha sahitaha atma also must be there. Is there or not? Why has he used a adjective? In Vyavahara, in our common parlance, there is one guy. Who is that? Jivatma. Jivatma, who is samsari, he is dukkha sahitaha or dukkha vivarjitaha. Dukkha sahitaha. So therefore, Atma word may be mistaken for who? Jivatma. So therefore, he specifies dukkha vivarjitaha. So the one who is free from is not Jivatma, not the one who is subject to Janma Marana, not one who is endowed with karma phalas, etc. Not that one. One who is free from that in one's own jiva. That means the true nature of Jivatma, that is Satchidananda Swarupa Atma, wherein no trace of sorrow can ever taint the Swarupa. So that dukkha vivarjitaha Atma hitaha. So in this way, Priya and Hita, these are the two goals. Who takes this? A person who has got discrimination takes to Hita, one who lacks discrimination takes to Priya. So one who has got the maturity takes to Hita, one who does lack it takes to Priya. So therefore, the same two pursuits are now presented in two different ways as two paths. Aviveka vivekau dvau margau tatra vivekinaha priyarthinastvam tu naivam matto jnanam hitam bhaja. Aviveka vivekau dvau margau. Aviveka vivekau dvau margau. Tatra avivekinaha priyarthinaha. Tatra avivekinaha priyarthinaha. Tvam tu evam na. Tvam tu evam na. You can add ataha. Ataha, adhyara, ataha. Mattaha hitam jnanam bhaja. Mattaha hitam jnanam bhaja. Same Priya and Hita is now clubbed under two paths as such, Aviveka and Viveka. There in the original Vidya and Avidya, knowledge and ignorance. So therefore here Aviveka Vivekau Dvau Margau Staha. These two paths are there. What path? Path of Viveka and path of Aviveka. Now who is the one who takes the path of Aviveka and who is the one who takes to Viveka path? Let us see. Tatra. Tatra means among these two. So dvayoho madhe, among these two. Avivekinaha priyarthinaha. Those who take the path of Aviveka or Avidya, who are steeped in ignorance, so they are what? Who are priyarthinaha. They seek only Priya only. They don't bother about the Hita. They are always steeped in Priya, priyarthinaha. But as far as you are concerned, O Nachiketa, so that means he acknowledges the Vairagya, the right disposition of Nachiketa. He says, as far as you are concerned, Tvam tu, again tu to show the contrast with these Avivekis, Priyarthi, Tvam tu, Evam na. Evam na means you are not the one who seeks the Priya, you are not the one who fits in the Marga of Aviveka. Why? You are seeking the Atmajnana, means you are seeking Hita only, so you are pursuing the path of Viveka, and therefore you are not like the other people. That being the case, Ataha, therefore what do you do? Mattaha hitam jnanam bhaja. Mattaha, from me, please bhaja. Bhaja means receive, obtain, choose. So here it is, receive or obtain, because he has already chosen. He has already asked for that. Please receive from me. What is that? Hitam. What is that hitam? Namely, jnanam. Sorry, jnanam. And what jnanam? Atma jnanam, Swarupa jnanam, Brahma jnanam. So because Atma and Brahma is one and the same. my Swarupa and the reality of the world, the basis of entire creation, both are one and the same. That knowledge you please seek from me, because you are fit for that, you have got that maturity, you have discarded all this priya that I had offered you, not ordinary priya, anything that you would like to have I had offered you, you have discarded, having known the limitations of these, and therefore please do take this knowledge. Before that, who are these avivekinaha? Let us see now. Mudhati mudhau nasamau tvayatyanta vivekina mudhastvishad viveki san atyanta vivekina tvaya mudhati mudhau nasamau nasamau bhavatah mudhatu ishad viveke san swargam ichhati aihikam na ichhati. Mudhatu ishad viveke san swargam ichhati aihikam na ichhati. He says, you are, so that means you have surpassed these all people who are avivekina, and therefore you can never be compared with them, so you excel them. Atyanta vivekina tvaya. Nachiketa, by you, who is not an ordinary person, atyanta viveki, not little viveka, because there are other people who have got little viveka, but not total. So you have got the right evaluation of the world, what one can gain, and you know the means for them, means of gaining them. Atyanta vivekina tvaya. So, mudhati mudhau na samau bhavataha. These two cannot be compared with you, they are not equal to you. Who are those? Avivekis are again divided into two categories. Mudha and ati mudha. See, look, first path of viveka and aviveka. And you are the one who follows the path of viveka. You have excelled in that. Others are pursuing aviveka path. Among them also two varieties are there. Foolish fellows, totally foolish fellows. So mudaha, the foolish one. Other one is ati mudaha, PhD in foolishness. So they are what? So therefore these two varieties are there. That is ati mudha means a totally foolish person. Mudha means foolish, but little discrimination is there. Why you will see that? Who is this? First let us say who is mudha, afterwards we will describe ati mudha. Mudha tu ishad viveke san. You know, in schools, etc., colleges, there are different levels of students. Those who get distinction. I think nowadays distinction has no value, I believe. Now the percentage must be 102%, I think. Not even 99%, 102% and all that. Anyway, so therefore, so there are other things are there. Now, among these, they are not totally foolish person, but the major thing they lack. So therefore it says, so mudha, foolish but not totally foolish. Who is that? Ishad viveke san. He has got viveka, but how much? Ishad. Ishad means little viveka he has got. Why that little viveka he has got? Because he has got astikya buddhi. He accepts the Vedas. He has got little Shraddha in the Vedas. The Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas, Upasana Kanda portion of the Vedas, he has got the Shraddha. So what is told by Vedas is true, it is for my good, that he knows, and therefore, but at the same time, total Viveka he doesn't have. So that being the case, Ishad Viveki son, having a little Viveka, what does he do? Swargam ichhati, aihikam na ichhati. He is not after the priya that is available here in the world, but he is after Swarga, means hereafter a better sense enjoyment that one can gain one can aspire for, he is after them. How he knows that such things are there, Swarga, etc.? Has he seen them? No. How did he come to know? Through Vedas. So he knows Vedas serve as the pramana, the means of knowledge about those things which I cannot directly verify. So that Swarga is there. All this we have to know through Vedas, because they are nitya paroksha. They are ever remote for us as far as the particular embodiment of our continues. So therefore, that astikya buddhi, that means what is told in the Shruti is true. That much of Shraddha he has got, and therefore he is called as Ishad Viveki, the one who has got little discrimination, not totally foolish one. So Ishad Viveki, son, what does he do? Aihikam na ichhati. He doesn't run after the pleasures here, because he is choosing the higher pleasures that are available in the heaven, for which he sacrifices. It is like this. For higher and higher gain, you have to sacrifice the lower pleasure. So, for example, in the what is that? In the embodiments in the heavens also there are different strata. So, Karma Deva, Ajanuja Deva, like this they are there. But what happened? Finally, who is there? Indra, Brahaspati, Prajapati. So, like that, Hiranyagarbha, like that. So, if you aspire for higher and higher posts, you have to have the Vairagya for the lower one. So from that standpoint, he will say, so here this person wants little holiday camps in the heavens. He has heard that sorrows like this are not here. Repeated Janma Marana is not there. Not that one is going to continue there. They say, in heaven there is no Marana. Natvam Jaraya Bibhesi. Where in Swarga? And he said, in Swarga, Nachiketa himself tells in KATHO, you are not there in where? Swarga. Is it true? Nachiketa said, oh Yamaraja, you are not there in Swarga. Is it true? Where did he go to find Yama? Yamaloka, is it not? How do you say? And Yama has taught him the Agni Vidya. Agni Vidya is a means to gain the Swargaloka. And he has got it. Means, you are not there on your official duty, that's all. You are not there on your official duty, you are there, but it is your house, is it not? Let us say, a police commissioner, at home what will he do? He may be bullied by children also. So, but he is a terror to the terrorists. Suppose a really a duty conscious one and a very strict police commissioner, for outside is a terror, but at here, bullied by wife and children. Possible. So like that, he is in his own palace, he is staying there, but not on official duty. So that is why you are not there. We say Marana is not. What do you mean by Marana is not there? Death is not there means, do you mean to say all these people continue to be there forever? No. Marana means separation from prana. Bring prana tyagi. Viyoga of prana. So Suksha Sharira getting disassociated from the Stula Sharira, and Stula Sharira, gross body, being left behind for others to dispose of. That is what is called as Marana. In the heavens there are no crematoriums. Do you know why? The person disappears from heaven. There is no physical body left behind to cremate there at all. That is what is said. Means the separation of Suksha Sharira from the Stula Sharira, gross body and subtle body, doesn't take place. The body itself disappears, but the Suksha Sharira continues, yatha karma, yatha shrutam, to take the embodiment. From that standpoint it said, you are not there. So fine. So that he say, so that means, so there less Janma Marana etc., less relatively a longer period one can stay, because the chronology also is different, and the immediate sorrows that are here are not there. Diseases, hunger, thirst, all these are not there. That is what the description given in the heavens, all maja only. So therefore, aihikam na icchanti. They don't aspire for the immediate pleasures here, but certainly strive for the swargam icchanti. They have got ishad viveka, because they accept the Vedas as pramana. They have got shraddha in the Vedas. The karmas, upasanas performed are bound to give such results, and therefore they are useful. To that extent they have got viveka. The contrast will be clear when the ati mudaha is described. Now the question is, if Atma Jnana is Hita, why do they not take to that knowledge? Why do they follow this, that means Ishad Viveka, and take to Swarga, etc.? Because they'll say, hey, ask him, who told you? My Guru told me. That one Mahatma, he was doing japa, etc. He's a famous one, even now. So he was doing japa, a great Mahatma, means who was of the, means Brahmajnani. To him they used to go for satsang, etc. He should tell them, look, jab se sab kuch nahi hoga, japa is necessary, it's a sadhana, but it is not the end at all. So he say, hamare Guru ne aisa bola hai bas. That is the full stop, you can't argue further. My Guru has told so. So like this, here these people, so they run after the Swargas, etc. Hey, look, better you gain the Atma Jnana and get freed from Janma Marana Rupa Samsara. No, my Guru has said so. Means they have got a parampara now. Guru Shishya parampara. Which Guru Shishya parampara? Andha parampara. So you say, Tad Guruscha tathai tau dvau Andha nitandhavat sthitau Atma tattvana bhidnyatvad Avidyabhyantare sthitau Tad Guruscha Tatha, add there eva. Tad Guruscha Tatha, add eva. Etau dvau Atma Tattvana Bhidnyatva. Atma Tattvana Bhidnyatvat Avidyabhyantare sthitau. Avidyabhyantare sthitau. Add ataha. Ataha andhanitandhavat sthitau. Ataha andhanitandhavat sthitau. So this person has got Ishad Viveka, he aspires for heavens and not the things here. At the same time, he knows not what is the highest goal of life. And if he asked, how did you come to know about this? Why don't you take to Atma Jnana? I said, my Guru told, Tad Guruscha Tatha. His Guru also is likewise. Actually, he got from whom? From Guru only he got it. So therefore, Tad Guruscha Tatha eva. Like this person only from whom he got this, that Swarga one has to aspire for. Therefore, etau dvau, these two, who are those? Guru and Shishya, both. Atma tattvana bhidnyatva. Anabhidnyatva, because of ignorance of Atma Tattva, not knowing what Atma Sarupa is, which is Ananda Sarupa, free from Janma Marana, no trace of any sorrow at all. So Atma Tattva Anabhidnyatva. So Avidya Bhyantare Sitau. Always they are steeped in ignorance. Avidyayamantare vartamanaha swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha. Katha. Avidyayamantare vartamana. Themselves are always steeped in ignorance. But what they consider? Swayam dhiraha. We know the thing. Heaven is the only goal at all. Only goal. Swayam dhiraha. Panditam manyamanaha. Consider themselves to be scholarly people. And they have got a retinue also. Retinue means following also. Some disciples also are there. So they andhenaiva niyamana yathandhaha. Like a blind being led by the blind, where they will land? If Yamaraja is kind, in a ditch only, and hospital, otherwise straight away where? Passport to, or visa to where? Yamaloka. So they may fall somewhere in the valley, etc., not knowing where. Suppose they are going for yatra. The vehicles were not there, and that steep climb is there, and that is just next to that is the valley. They may fall down also. All are blind. So like that. So Atma Tattvana Bhidnyatva. So that is why I say Avidyayamantare Vartamana Swayam Dhira Panditam Manyamanaha. So Dandramyamana Pariyanti Mudaha Andena Iva Niyamana Yatha andhaha. So that they get subjected to the janma marana cycle, get lost in that. So that being the case, he says here, avidya bhyantare sthitau. Both guru and shishya are where? In the realm of ignorance only, and their plight is like this. Andhanitandhavat sthitau. They are like a blind being led by the blind. The one who leads himself doesn't know what the route is, and he is guiding the other person. So therefore, both are coming to a bad lot in course of time. But still this person is called Ishad Viveki. Little Viveka, Aviveki, but little Viveka is because he accepts the dharma, adharma, etc., papa, punya accept, swarga, etc., he accept. From that standpoint, he is little better off than the same. A squint-eyed person among the blind, there are many blinds, but one person has got little vision, is a squint-eyed he has got. So therefore he is a great person. So like that, among the total aviveki, he is little what viveki as such, ishad viveki, therefore mudha only, therefore ati mudha is not called ati mudha. Now other variety is, even the shastra he doesn't accept. Which karma, which heaven, which God, all this, who told you all this, all nonsense. So that's what he says. Ati mudho dhanarthi san brahma hatyadikanyapi karoti paralokastu natasya pratibhasate अतिमूढ़ः धनार्थी सन ब्रह्म हत्यादिकानि अपि करोति तस्य परलोकः तु न प्रतिभासते तस्य परलोकः तु न प्रतिभासते. Now atimudha, we will see vivek, path of viveka, these two persons are there, two varieties are there. One is ishad viveki, that is mudha, now ati mudha. This person, dhanarthi san, always wanting the wealth, always seeking the wealth, pleasure, etc. What is wrong in that? Fine, you can. But if he takes the means according to dharma, fine. But he is ready to violate the dharma also. He says, Brahma hatyadikani api karoti. Just for the sake of wealth and pleasure, he is ready to take to any prohibited means. Shastra says, don't do this, because see, every karma has got two types of results. One is drishta phala, other is adrishta phala. Seen result and unseen result. So, for suppose, a person kicks an elderly person. What is the seen result? If the elderly person is strong enough, he can punch him, is it? And this fellow may lose the teeth, seen result. But this is something against the Shastras. An elderly person has to be respected, has to be served. So therefore, card is punched there. What the card is punched? Papa. So something which will give sorrow in future, that is credited to the account of this individual. So it is not seen. That's why it is called adrishta. Punya also, something good is done, good is done. So here he may get result, hereafter also some good will come, that punya, that is credited to his account. These are not seen adrishta. So that means the case, this person, and how do you know this adrishta is that? Vedas talk about that. That's why earlier person has Shraddha and he accepts. This person doesn't have Shraddha in the Vedas. He flatly refuses the role of Vedas, and therefore he is ready to do anything without caring for the means. Only goal counts for him, never the means. Brahma hatyadikani api karoti. Ready to cut the throat of anyone. Here it is said Brahma hatya, because among the sins, this is the most heinous sin. Brahma hatya, bhruna hritya, killing an innocent child, killing a brahmana, etc. are such heinous sin for which atonements cannot be there. But this person is ready to indulge in such heinous act only for the sake of some, that means fleeting joys like wealth, etc. So dhanarthi san brahma hatyadikan api karoti, means that little viveka the Muda has got in terms of dharma, adharma, papa, punya, the ihaloka, paraloka, which is told by Vedas, that also viveka this person lacks. So therefore, ati mudaha, so karoti, and for him, tasya, for this ati mudhasya, paralokaha na pratibhasati. The paraloka doesn't click to him, means even the existence of which he is not ready to accept. So the paralokaha na pratibhasati. So like even there are some scientists also. What doesn't meet the eyes doesn't exist. You know, what we are not able to perceive, it doesn't exist. That's what many scientists also speak like that only. So that is how. See, look, whatever you can know depends on the pramana. What can be perceived is through the sense organs. Sense organs have their own limitations. They are designed for a particular function. Our eyes can see, but these human eyes can't see everything which vultures can see. You know? Vultures can soar high, at the same time they can see the tiny prey on the earth. Will not be able to. Means they have got a better capacity than us. Our eyes can see what is illumined by this ordinary light. Light which has got the spectrum of Vibgya, is it not? Beyond this range of light, suppose the wavelength of the light is beyond this, our eyes are not designed for that. Suppose our eyes are tuned to X-ray wavelength without, of course, supposition, without any damages to the eyes. What will you see? Right now. And what I will see? Our eyes are tuned to X-ray wavelength without any damage to the eyes right now. A skeleton sitting here on the stage, and jaws are opening and closing, and some movement of the bones, etc. And what I will see, I will have to hold my heart. Why? So many skeletons are sitting here, is it not? So, ears. There is an audible range which our ears can hear. Dogs, dogs can hear a sound of lower pitch than the human ears can hear. Also they can hear a sound of higher pitch than what human can hear. Because they are designed that way. Like this, every sense organs means our sense organs no doubt report to us the world, but a chunk of world, not everything. There is much beyond what the senses can perceive. Entire edifice of science is based on perception, direct or indirect, through the enhanced capacity of sense organs, through the scientific, that means the gadgets of science. That means technology has advanced so much, it has devised so many, that means instruments. So with that, the capacity of perception has advanced, but finally it is nothing but perception only. It has got its own limit, and entire science depends on that. So therefore, there is a means of knowledge other than perception, direct, indirect, enhanced or otherwise, so that they don't accept at all. So that being the case, paralokaha tasya na bhati pratibhasati. So that is prakasha, na pratibhasati means na prakashate. That is, doesn't fall to his share. Na pratibhasate is na prakashate, doesn't fall to his share, means he knows not, nor he is interested in that. He straightaway refuses existence of such a loka. Now Nachiketa may say, if that is the case, why do they not come to a master like you? You have got Atma Dhyana, you can make them. No, he says, Nachiketa, even to get an opportunity to expose to such inquiry is very rare. Even after exposing to such Shravana, only few can gain the knowledge. Shravanayapi bahubhir yona labhya shunvantopi bahavo yamna vidyu ascharyo vakta kushalo se labdha ascharyo jnata kushala anushishta. Kathopadesha mantra, this he is now elaborating. So, Shravanayapi bahuvir yahana labhya is described in the first line of stanza 12. Then, from second line onwards up to stanza 16, Shruvantopi bahavo yamna vidyu ascharyo vakta kushalo se labdha ascharyo jnata kushala. That will be elaborated up to 16. Charvakai karma bhischatma Shravanayapi durlabha Mumukshavopi bahavaha Shunvantopi na janati. For many, even Shravana exposing to the unfoldment of Atma Sarupa and inquiry into the nature of oneself. Such opportunity to expose to such Shravana means not simply listening. Shravana here in terms of vichara, inquiry. So what is Atma, what is not me, what is true me, etc. So all these things are, that means inquired and ascertained for one to directly discover, directly cognize. So, says, Shravanayapi bahubhir yona labhya, says many cannot get even a rare opportunity to expose to such inquiry. Charvak anvaya, charvakaihi karma bhischa atma shravanayapi durlabha. Bahavaha mumukshavaha api shrunvantaha api na janate. Bahavaha mumukshavaha api shrunvantaha api na janate. Says first the variety who have no opportunity to expose to this inquiry. Charvakaihi karma bhischa. Karma bhischa means karmi actually. So charvakaihi, by charvaka, so I said the materialist. So for whom enjoyment here only is the goal of life. After death there is nothing that is going to continue. That is what they opine. So charvakaihi, by these people. Karma bhischa. Karma bhischa means karmi bhi. Those people who say that karma alone is the goal of life. So that's what they opine. Amnayasya kriyaparatvat anarthakyam atadarthanam. The Jaimini Sutra, Purmima Sutra is there. Amnaya, Vedas, actually Jaimini analyzed only Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas. So therefore when he refers to Amnaya, he refers to only Karma Kanda. Karma Kanda portion certainly does that, but it refers to Karma only. There is no Jnana Kanda aspect there. From that standpoint, correct, but these people say entire Veda speaks of karma only. So, anarthakyam atadarthana. If any statement is there in the Vedas which doesn't relate to karma directly or indirectly, it is redundant, it is useless, they say. Which is not true, because who told Jaimini to compose Purvamimamsa Sutras? Vyasa. And who composed Brahma Sutras? Uttaramimamsa Sutras? Vyasa. Means it was only a division of labor. Vyasa didn't want to get hooked to or preoccupied in the composing the Purvamimamsa. So therefore Jaimini means a capable disciple was there, and he knew that he can do that, and he gave him the job as such. Because he knew I am going to compose the Uttaramimamsa. But people should know all karma, etc., how to do, when to do, what exactly the role, etc., so that karma is necessary if taken to with karma yoga attitude to prepare the mind and gain the antakarana shuddhi. Without antakarana shuddhi, knowledge is next to impossible. All japa, tapa, all have got relevance. All they have got a purpose. But what purpose? They serve as the indirect means to prepare the mind. Finally, with prepared mind, one has to take to Shravana and gain the knowledge. So, one has to gain the knowledge. It is just like that, A razor, let us say. Nowadays, a different thing. Electric razors also are there. Olden days, razor was being sharpened on the stone, and the grinding stone. What for? To shave. But if a person all lifetime goes on sharpening the razor, what will happen? Dadi wala ban jayega bad. So the beard will not go at all. So that was, so you have to sharpen the razor and apply on the face to shave it, is it not? Like that, all along karma, japa, tapa, etc., maybe punya will be there. Heavens also will be there. Ishvara's grace will be there. But that grace this fellow has not sought for Atma Jnana. Had that Viveka Vairagya was there, that grace itself will direct him to proper teaching, etc., so that he can gain the knowledge and once forever say goodbye to this world.
Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Maheshaha Go Brahmanebhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithivi Sasya-shalini Deshoyam Shobharahita Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyati Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyati Om Shanti 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 Hari Om